Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn French with Anubhav. Today we are going to continue with this workbook Entre Jeunes 2 Cahier exercise by Mahitha Ranjit, published by New Saraswati House India Private Limited. So till now we have completed first three chapters and we are currently in the part 4 of lesson number 4, that is Le Plaisir de Lire. If you want to check out my other videos based on this particular workbook, do check out the playlist. The link is there in the description box below. So, in the part 3 video, we had discussed the objective type questions of Culture et Civilisation. Today, we are going to do the subjective type questions, right? And also, a quick disclaimer, like because of time constraint and the space constraint, I might not write the full sentence for the answer. I might write just the keywords, right? It's just that you need to frame the entire sentence if you get a subjective question in your exam, right? You can't just write words. You have to write full sentences for a subjective question. You are expected to write full sentences. I am just writing the keywords to save time and to save the space as well. Because if I write the whole answer, that's gonna take a lot of time and the video will be very long. So as for the workbook, it's question number 5 of this section. You can open page number 65, 65 if you have it. Répondez aux questions. Question numéro 1. Qui a écrit? Okay, it's we a écrit. So there's a spelling error. It should be qui a écrit. Okay. Qui a écrit Tour du monde en 80 jours? So who wrote Around the World in 80 Days? It's Jules Verne. So in the answer, you need to write like this. See, the main answer is Jules Verne, the name of the writer. You will write that Jules Verne a écrit Tour du monde en 80 jours. I repeat, Jules Verne a écrit le Tour du monde en 80 jours. Next one is qu'est-ce que c'est qu'un conte? So what's a conte? Okay, this I'm going to write the full thing. Okay. So a conte, because it's a technical definition and it's not really there in the book as well, that's why it needs to be written in full. Good. Généralement, just a minute, the wire is getting stuck over here. Généralement, de fiction qui contient des éléments merveilleux ou fantastique, ils sont souvent destinés à enseigner une leçon morale. Ok. Ce conte est une histoire courte, généralement de fiction, qui contient des éléments merveilleux ou fantastiques. Ils sont souvent destinés à enseigner une leçon morale. So a tale is a story, a short story, generally of fiction that contains marvelous and the fantasy related, like fantastic elements, and it is often destined, or like it is often meant to teach a moral lesson, right? Okay. Third, qui a écrit Le Panchatantra? Le savant Vishnu Sharma a écrit Le Panchatantra. Though as per the book, it's like Vishnu Sharma is the person who had reunited the stories to form this Panchatantra, but fine, you may write it like this as well. If the question says Qui a écrit le Panchatantra, it's fine. Le savant Vishnu Sharma a écrit le Panchatantra, write the full sentence. Next one is, okay, qu'est-ce que c'est Qu'est-ce que c'est le Panchatantra? So, le Panchatantra, write it, le Panchatantra, c'est une collection. Now, this definition comes directly from your textbook, Entre Jeunes Class 10. Okay. So, c'est une collection de contes et de fables Sanskrit. Okay, the stories are in Sanskrit. The tales and the fables or cinq livres, that's why it's called Panchatantra. Pancha means five. And it was perhaps peut-être été. We have used passive voice here. A été réunis, right? Par au 5e siècle, par le savant Vishnu Sharma. So it's exactly coming from your textbook. It's a collection of tales and fables in Sanskrit comprising of 5 books, and it was perhaps originated by in the 5th century by the saint Vishnu Sharma. Right. 5th. Qu'est-ce que c'est une bande dessinée, usually called PD? Right. So, of course, I'm going to write the full sentence here as well. C'est une forme de narration Okay, this can be asked in your exam, so please learn them properly. Visuel qui combine des textes, des illustrations et du texte. Des illustrations et du texte. Oh, sorry. Du texte pour raconter une histoire. Pour raconter une histoire. So it's a form of narration comparison of visual narration comprising of illustrations and the text for narrating a story. Let me just check the positioning of the phone. Yep, it's completely fine. The text is also clear. Okay. First 5 done. Now let's move to the 6th one. Qui a écrit le poème Le renard et les raisins? Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Fine. So I'd like to discuss one small thing that was discussed in the part 3 video. Now we did the match the column, right? And remember, if you have watched that video, you would be knowing that we matched poem with the Les Fables because that was the only option left with us, right? However, since we got to know that Le Renard et les Raisins is a poem, for that reason, number 6 of column A, La Fontaine, should not match with Renard et les Raisins, and it should match with Les Fables. Okay, so number 6 should match with Les Fables, number D, and now poem should match with Renard et les Raisins. Okay, so the problem solved, because poem and fable was certainly a bit sort of mismatch. Now this makes much more sense. Kindly make this change, because see, ideally La Fontaine matches with Renard et les Raisins as well, because Jean de La Fontaine is the writer of Renard et les Raisins. However, poem and Les Fables, okay, Les Fables can exist in poem, they can exist in prose as well, but poem matches well with raison, and for that reason, like La Fontaine has written many fables, so La Fontaine matching with Les Fables. Okay, now it makes much more sense. Anyways, let's get back to the content that we are discussing in this video. Sixth one, qui a écrit le poème La Renard et les raisins? Jean de La Fontaine a écrit le poème Renard et les raisins. Jean de La Fontaine. Okay, now I'm erasing the entire board to accommodate the remaining answers. Some answers are pretty long, I know, but yeah, it needs to be discussed. So also, as I said in my immediate previous video, that was my 600th video, that I have I had listed the targets to be achieved before my 700th video. So the first one was to complete Entre Jeunes workbook lesson number 4. So the next 3-4 videos are going to be on this chapter only from the workbook, right? We are quickly going to complete this chapter. God, yeah. Fine. Now let's discuss the next one. Qu'est-ce que c'est une fable? Okay. Another long answer. Fine, no issues. So, qu'est-ce que c'est une fable? So, une fable est un court récit qui met généralement en scène des animaux, des plantes, des objets ou des personnages allégoriques. Okay? So a fable is a short story that generally puts into scene the animals, the plants, the objects, or allegorical persons or characters, right? 8. Aimez-vous lire? Dites vos préférences. Okay, so j'aime lire. I like reading, j'aime lire, and then you can write. The second part is dites vos préférences. Mes préférences sont les romans, and then you may add the genre, like les romans policiers, les bandes dessinées. Comme ça, vous pouvez écrire. 9th. Que peut-on emprunter à la bibliothèque? What can be borrowed from the bibliothèque, from the library? So, okay, there are numerous things. So, on peut emprunter, I'm not writing the full thing, okay? On peut emprunter les livres, les CD, les revues, les magazines, les jeux vidéo, etc. 10th. Qu'est-ce que le Petit Prince? Again, a long answer. So we are quickly going to define this, Le Petit Prince. So c'est un conte philosophique qui raconte l'histoire d'un petit prince venu d'une autre planète et ses voyages à travers l'univers. Okay, so it's a tale, philosophical tale which narrates the history of, not the history, the story of a little prince who has come from a different planet and his traveling across the universe. 11. Où se trouve le Mont Blanc? On se trouve le Mont Blanc aux Alpes, right? So I am just writing the keyword. You can write the full statement. Okay. À quoi sert une carte de lecteur? The answer is similar to answer number 9. Okay. So just a bit of formulation is required. So, à quoi sert une carte de lecteur? Lecture? Carte de lecteur or carte de lecture? It's carte de lecteur. Again, a spelling error here. It's carte de lecteur. Reader's card. And it's not reading card, it's reader's card. So, carte de lecteur and pas lecture. Okay. So, avec cette carte, it's the same thing. Avec cette carte, on peut emprunter or you can, like, instead of emprunter, you can use emporter. Like in the textbook, it's used emporter, carry along. So, avec cette carte de lecteur, on peut emporter chez soi des livres, des CD, des DVD, des reviews, des films, des jeux vidéo, etc. De la bibliothèque. Okay? So, 9 and 13 pretty much similar answer. Now, 14. Okay, 15 is a repeated question. Qu'est-ce que c'est une bande dessinée? We have already discussed. So, now we have to discuss remaining 13. We have discussed. So, 14, 16 and 17. Okay, 3 more questions and then this video is over. With this video, Culture and Civilization section is also over. So, this means that grammar, writing and section D. These 2 are done from for the chapter Le Plaisir de Lire. Then we will be left with only grammar, and grammar section I will be covering in 3 videos. Okay. So, after this, in 3 more uploads, lesson number 4 from the CBSE Class 10th workbook is also over. Fine. Let's take a look at question number 14. Question number 14 we have, aimez-vous lire une pièce de théâtre ou un roman? Pourquoi? You need to choose. You like reading the theatre pieces or roman. For a perspective, if I give you an example, like Julius Caesar, it can be considered a pièce de théâtre, right? Reading a pièce de théâtre because the characters are speaking in a form of dialogues. And roman are all the novels that we have, right? So, pourquoi? You like such and so. So, it's an open-ended question. You can write the way you want to. I am just giving a sample answers that I am going to write. So, j'aime lire les romans parce qu'ils sont détaillés. Okay, the novels are more detailed. Fine. And ils nous permettent une immersion plus profonde dans l'histoire. Of course. It permits us to have an immersive experience, a more immersive, more profound immersive experience in the story, right? Because novels, we aren't picturizing anything based on what exactly is written word to word. Rather, we are reading and then we are visualizing on ourselves. We are imagining, right? So, it's going to give us a more immersive experience, right? Because if you have dialogues, it's like, okay, It's interesting to read, but the plot is sort of all defined pretty well, and there isn't really much to explore and imagine using the creativity, right? But in novels, the case is the opposite. 15th is a repeated question, so question number 16, quelle sont les formalités pour avoir une carte de lecteur? Il faut que vous veniez à la bibliothèque avec, write the sentence, il faut que vous veniez à la bibliothèque avec trois choses, une pièce d'identité, une autorisation des parents et une quittance d'électricité ou de loyer. Right, so an identity card, a written permission from the parents, and an electricity bill or the bill of rent. Lastly, qui est parole? So, who is Perrault? We are talking about Charles Perrault. Charles Perrault était un écrivain français. Il est un écrivain français célèbre pour ses contes. Pour ses contes de fées. We had already discussed contes de fées in the one of the previous videos. Contes de fées classique, you can add an example. I don't have space, so I'm not writing. Classique comme Le Petit Chaperon Rouge. With this, we are done with Culture Civilisation from chapter number 4. Now, we are left with only the grammar section. And yeah, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. That's all for today. If you'd like to see it, please give the thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel Learn Future Anubhav. And if you have any doubt or suggestion, you may write that in the comment section below. You may also like my Facebook page by the same name, Learn Future Anubhav. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Au revoir. N'oubliez pas qu'à langue française, c'est l'amour.